Welcome students, we are studying advanced materials and this is your lecture number 2. So after completing this lecture, you will be able to explain the adhesive materials, their properties and applications. You will be able to know the materials used in nuclear energy. So in the previous lecture, we studied introduction about advanced materials, then composite materials, after that ceramics, and in the last, heat insulating materials. Those who have not seen my first lecture, please see the first lecture. So in this lecture, we will have discussion about adhesive materials and materials used for nuclear energy. So first is your adhesive. Adhesive is a substance which is used to join two solid surfaces. In the joining mechanism involves mechanical bonding. In a mechanical bonding, the adhesive penetrates into the cores of the surfaces and join the two materials. In a chemical bonding, the adhesives are applied on the surface and then the intermolecular forces or adhesion forces between the adhesive and the substance takes place, and because of which the two materials will join. Because of the adhesives are light in weight and can be used for joint thin component and low manufacturing cost. These are the major properties which makes it suitable for application in place of welding and riveting joint. But adhesive joining, adhesive bonding lose its strength at high temperature, and because of which at high temperature riveting or welding joints are used in place of adhesive joint. The adhesives are classified into many categories, but in this lecture we will study only two categories. First one is your natural and synthetic adhesive. Second category is organic and inorganic adhesive. So first one is your natural adhesive. The adhesive which is derived from the natural source, or you can say that adhesive which is made from the natural source are known as natural adhesive. For example, animal glue, tree glue, or natural rubber. You all see tree glue which is used as adhesive. The second one is your synthetic adhesive. Synthetic adhesive are the adhesive which is made by the synthesis of chemical substance. The figure shows the synthetic adhesive. You all seen these adhesives in the market. Next is organic adhesives. If the binding agent are the agent which is used to join the two materials. If the binding agent of the adhesive is based on organic molecules, then it is called organic adhesive. For example, epoxy resin or urethanes. These are the organic adhesives. Next is inorganic adhesive. Inorganic adhesives involves metallic and non-metallic compounds. For example, clay, lime, etc. These are the inorganic adhesives. One more categories are thermoplastic and thermosetting adhesives. These are the example of synthetic adhesives. Thermoplastic adhesives are fusible, soluble, poor heat and creep resistance. They are used for low load applications like paper adhesives, handicrafts, and envelope and wallpaper adhesives. As you seen in the figure, the example of the thermoplastic adhesives are normal glue, which we are used to join the paper, or tape, which we are used to join the packaging or papers. So these are the example of thermoplastic adhesives. Next is thermosetting adhesives. They are infusible, insoluble, and good creep resistance, because of which they are used for high load assembly like structure and load bearing applications. The example are epoxy resins and formaldehyde. These are the example of thermosetting adhesives. The properties which makes adhesive suitable for various applications are: it should have high cohesive strength. Cohesive strength is the intermolecular forces between the molecules of adhesive substance. If it has low cohesive strength, then there will be a cohesive failure of joint. Second one, it should have good adherence, or you can say that it should have good adhesive strength. Adhesive strength is the bonding between the molecules of adhesive and molecules of substance. So this is the adhesive strength. So it should have good adhesive strength, otherwise there will be adhesive failure at the joint. Third one is it must wet all the surface of the substance so that the adhesive will be properly applied on the surface and joining will be proper. It should have high fluidity and remain stable at high temperature. So these are the properties of adhesive which makes it suitable for various applications. The various applications of adhesives are widely used in various industries, such that it is widely used in automobile industry, aerospace industry, construction, packaging and household industry. So these are the applications of adhesives. Next is your materials for nuclear energy. The material which are used as raw material, fuel, reflector, moderator, etc. in the production of nuclear energy are termed as materials for nuclear energy. In a nuclear energy production, there is a chamber known as radiation shield, which is used to absorb the harmful neutrons and gamma rays emitted by the radioactive materials. And this chamber is made up of lead, tungsten, and solid concrete structure. So lead, tungsten, and solid concrete structure are the material which is used for radiation shield. Next is your fuel rod. Fuel rod are made up of either uranium, thorium and plutonium. Uranium and thorium are found in nature, but plutonium is produced from uranium-238. They are highly reactive and poor corrosion resistance, because of which a cladding will be done on the fuel rod, and the cladding material is zirconium. It has high corrosion resistance and high melting point of 1852 degrees Celsius and HCP crystal structure. To slow down the nuclear fission reaction, moderator is used, and the moderator material are water, heavy water, solid graphite and beryllium. These are the commonly used moderator materials. To control the fission reaction in the nuclear energy, control rods are used, which is made up of cadmium, silver alloy, cadmium, boron or other materials. Reflector is used to reflect the leakage neutrons toward the reactor core and increase the neutron efficiency. Beryllium is widely used as reflector because of its high melting point 1283 degree Celsius. Niobium is used as a structural material for heat exchanger because of its high melting point, good strength and ductility and corrosion resistance make it stable for inclusion of nuclear fuels and structural material for heat exchanger. During the production of nuclear energy, a heat exchanger is used to transfer the heat from the moderator to the coolant, and then this coolant is supplied with the pump to the turbine and energy is made. The summary of the material for nuclear energy are: first is uranium, thorium and plutonium, which is used as a fuel. Zirconium is used as a cladding of fuel rods to prevent it from corrosion. Water, heavy water and graphite, these are used as a moderator to slow down the speed of neutron. Cadmium, boron are used as a control rod to absorb the extra neutrons produced in the fission reaction. Beryllium is used as a reflector to prevent the leakage of neutrons. Lead, tungsten, concrete structure are used as a radiation shield to absorb the radiation or to protect the people from the radiation emitted by the radioactive material. Niobium is used as a structure for heat exchanger and inclusion of nuclear fuel. So that's all for today. In the next lecture, we will study materials for bearing metals and smart materials. Thank you.